to me. Um, I had a charity shop in Limerick in April on my birthday. I went in and I wanted to buy the tie, and they're like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "It's great. It's my birthday." And they're like, "Happy birthday." And they gave me the tie. So I've been
Makes
keeping
it really special.
it's super special. It's incredibly special.
Random act of kindness, you know.
Absolutely. So I'm just beyond thrilled and always excited for today's reading, our seventh Pride Parade. And I have fond memories of every single one of them. And some of them have been longer than others, Kim. Some of them have been longer
Not
than others.
even gonna talk about it. We've gone sometimes so long that I'm like, I think I'm in a coma.
I think the first Pride Parade actually was,
It was like 4.5 hours.
it was 4.5 hours.
It's just a very long time to be sitting on your bottom,
Yes. And
trying to keep things going on a computer screen. It's very numbing. As thrilling as the poetry is and the community is, it's like your body's like, yeah, this is too long.
I mean, it was,
Maybe if we were marching or something, I would be able to do that or dancing, but
well,
sitting.
we were sitting, yeah, we were sitting, and we, yeah, well, it was the first Pride Parade. It wasn't an
We
annual
were
Pride
we were
Parade
baby
yet.
zoomies then. We were baby zoomies.
Yes.
We didn't
And
really. We were learning as we went, weren't we?
yeah, we were learning as we went. It was only a few months into COVID, and we were very, very aware that we felt like people really needed. So I went a little overboard, and but it was pretty tremendous. But now, folks, it's 90 minutes. It's 7 years later, so not that we couldn't, have them much more longer, but our capacity to kind of be in Zoom, we've learned that
And kind of most people's. It's like think of when you took those seminars in grad school. Even then, you got up after an hour and 15 minutes and like walked around for 5 or 10 minutes and then sat back down.
if I do remember correctly, though, I think we did have like little breaks. So anyway, welcome to those of you who've just kind
Yes,
of
we are
popped
about
in.
7 minutes before time, Sandy. So we already have a good number of folks in the room and signing up.
Yeah.
And welcome to those of you who have arrived as we've been reminiscing about our early days when we'd go long.
Exhaustively, maybe longer than any actual Pride Parade, like with the dykes on bikes and everything. Like I don't know that I've been to a Pride Parade on a street that's is that long. That's 4.5 hours long. Maybe
Yay.
post events, but yeah.
If you're
But
just arriving and you want to read, please type your name into the chat. Remember, that's the only way I can get your name is I copy and paste it from what you've typed in the chat. So we're so happy you're here. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome, Lee. Old friends, new friends. We're
and
so
just
glad you're here.
for those of you joining us, who joined us a little early, we are or if you've not been on with us on Cultivating Voices in our Zoom room before, we people will be kind of coming in as the program starts. That's usually
Mhm.
very, very typical. Um, and I, so don't be alarmed if people are kind of popping in. And here comes our
Okay,
host,
here comes Sarah,
Jennifer.
who is co-hosting with
Yeah,
special guest with Sandy.
yeah. And
So
we're,
when yay, Sarah, you're here.
yay,
Welcome. Go ahead and unmute Sarah and let's test out your mic and say hello.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
hi.
Yes,
Yeah, you sound
Yay.
beautiful.
Fabulous. I'm so
terrific.
happy to be here.
Great,
Thank you so much.
Oh
bright
my
and clear,
gosh.
bright and clear.
Thank you,
We're
Sarah.
so glad you're coming in and bringing amazing poets along with you from this extraordinary 50th anniversary
Oh my gosh.
celebration.
What
Thanks.
a
I'm so thrilled.
Oh
That's
my gosh. And
great.
Sarah, I'm gonna mention well, two things. One, I just want to double check with you. My plan is to do my usual introduction that I do for the program. And I would love to really just then introduce you and have you introduce the poets. And well, and talk a little bit about the history, of course, of Sinister Wisdom. Because I mean, obviously as a board member, you can do that so much better than I can. So are you comfortable with me just turning that over and then having you introduce having you introduce the readers?
Yeah,
I think
that's
we've talked
fabulous.
about that. I think we
Yeah.
had talked about that, and I just wanted to confirm that. I also wanted to mention two things. Risa Dennenberg's just arrived, so Kim, put Risa first for in the open mic if you wouldn't mind. We're going to
Okay.
give a big shout out as well to Headmistress Press. Uh, yeah, right. I mean, think of the t I think of the two of you, Sinister Wisdom, Headmistress Press, Lavender Review, all of these, um, as yeah, so critical. Anyway, um, I'm going to mention the next issue that you are editing, the Butch Femme Renaissance
Yes.
issue, and are you still taking submissions for that issue, or is it closed, or are we just previewing it today?
The
Not
submissions are
preview.
cl the submissions are closed.
Okay,
They closed in January, so
okay.
I'm working on the issue. Yeah.
Right. I kind of thought so, but I want to give a bit of a shout out for that as well.
Yeah,
So
please do. I would love that.
okay. Okay, great. All right. Well, we're only a few minutes away. I think, Sarah, only one of the readers had everyone's registered for we double checked and everyone's registered. Um, but
Can I just say, that we have 2 minutes till start time? And
yeah,
here's a thought for you, Sandy and
yeah,
Sarah.
yeah.
We can
Oh, take that.
introduce our special guests. We can introduce anyone who is here and they could go. And then we could take a couple open mic readers and come back and hear from more special guests if they have not arrived on time. So just
Okay.
bear that in mind. There's no reason why we can't weave them in as we go.
Okay.
I'm going to sign off, everyone. If you're just arriving and you want to sign up for the open mic, please type your name into the chat. I will share what we have so far, and I'll share that again as we go along. This is a Pride themed open mic today. One poem, 3 minutes or less. Have a wonderful time, Sandy. Have a wonderful time, Sarah. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thanks so much, Kim. Kim Ports Parsons. Of course, we can't do the program without Kim. Um, yeah, so the only person that I do not believe I see yet in the room, and of course, as soon as I say that, is Alexandria.
So Alexandria, unfortunately, she had a family emergency.
Oh, okay,
She
so we're good.
just emailed me. Yeah, so I think we should be all set. Yeah,
We're
she
all
said she's
set
so
then.
sorry, but
Uh,
some things
well,
can't
we'll
be, yeah, scheduled for.
it happens.
Yeah.
Things always happen, and we are very nimble here on Cultivating Voices, and we are absolutely used to and so supportive of everyone. So maybe we'll have we'll have Alexandria return on another time. We would love that, of course. So, okay, well, we are just about a minute to go. Hey, everybody in the room, happy Pride. You will hear me like turn into my little host voice and do some introductions. Today is our Poetry Pride Parade with our special guest host is Sara Youngblood. Gregory from Sinister Wisdom on the board of Sinister Wisdom, who will be introducing, kind of co-hosting today our special celebration of Sinister Wisdom portion of the reading, and then we go to you on the open mic. Thank you so much for being here. Kim is still taking names for the open mic, and Kim, you can probably put me last for a poem if there's time, and if there's not time, I won't. You know, of course, you know how that goes, but you can kind of put my name in, and Well, welcome, bienvenidos, Cadmila Falcha, 100,000 welcomes to one and all here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. My friends, you are here today for our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. And in honor of that, I'm going to blow some bubbles to start the meeting. We are here. I am here today with you from Olympia, Washington, at the very famed, very, feels very queer to me, Sugar Shack. We're at the Sugar Shack, and I want to give a big shout out to my beautiful co-host, Roxy Groves, not only who just waved to me from across from this incredible rainbow. What do you call the chair that you're sitting in?
Mine?
Yeah. Anyway, this extraordinary chair she's sitting in, rainbow. Roxy is actually the cover artist for my new chapbook called Fire at the Big Top, about a lot of combustible desire, lesbian desire. There you go. There we are for the Pride Parade, setting us right off the bat. Anyway, I'm your host, Sandy Yannone. I am so thrilled to be with you for not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, not the sixth, 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade here on Cultivating Voices. If you, and today's Poetry Pride Parade, where I'll be your host, your ringmaster, your grand marshal of the parade, in addition to a robust open mic that we have for you, we have our amazing special guests. And when I say special, I think there needs to be, it's in all caps, it's in bold, it's in italics, it's got rainbow glitter around it, everything. We today are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the literary journal Sinister Wisdom. Incredible milestone. And with us is a member of Sinister Wisdom's board, Sara Youngblood Gregory, along with Sara's special guests. We'll be hearing from Veronica Wasson, Joy Ladin, Soon Jones, and so excited to have all these readers, and then you, of course, on the open mic, our magnificent Pride open mic. If you've not been to Cultivating Voices before, or you're listening on the recording for the first time, I want to let you know that we are an international, intersectional, intergenerational Facebook group, what we started with, and a reading series where we have over 5,600 members worldwide. Some of them, a few of them, are here in the room with us today, and hundreds of folks reach out and let us know that they listen to our recordings each week. So however you are taking in today's amazing episode of Cultivating Voices Live Poetry, whether it's live here in our Zoom room, hey everybody, or on the recording, you're all so absolutely very welcome. Well, before I introduce Sara Youngblood Gregory, I want to give a big shout out to our readers from last week's Pride edition of our new book showcase, where we had Kelly Russell Agaton, Robin Becker, Teo Shannon, and Stacy Waite. And if you missed this reading, folks, as usual, you can find the recording, of course, on our Facebook or YouTube channels. But I also want to say to you, there were such amazingly special moments on that program, making connections, kind of legacy connections between the readers. And it was an incredible way to celebrate Pride and honor the connections over time of how really all of our voices truly have coexisted to influence and inspire each other. I'm not going to kind of reveal those special moments. I just encourage you to watch the episode. You'll be very moved by the readings and the connections that were made among the readers and shared. Well, imagine it is 1976, not 2026. And many of the letters and identities that we now celebrate in our LGBTQ IAA plus alphabet, non-binary writers, trans writers, communities that were robust but were not recognized, and certainly in many ways much worse than not recognized. And sending work out to journals, let alone having journals accept the voices of lesbian writers, had deep, deep consequences. So today, while we celebrate weekly here on this program all of these voices, I'm very struck by and reminded by 50 years ago what it was like not only to have a journal as visionary as Sinister Wisdom in a not so welcoming landscape, and in fact often dangerous landscape. That Sinister Wisdom was a door, a window, a sanctuary, and a path to the very voices we're going to hear today. As I mentioned, it is a milestone for any journal to reach 50 years of publication. But particularly today, I want to amplify and celebrate, along with the readers from Sinister Wisdom, what it really meant to begin a journal that made me think quite a bit of Audre Lorde's A Litany of Survival, a journal that was not meant to survive because the voices were not meant to survive. The very people, as she said, were not meant to survive. So to have this journal survive and thrive so beautifully and so prismatically, and you all know that prismatic is one of my favorite words, is truly, truly a thing to celebrate. Well, I'm going to introduce now one of the many folks who have invested their time, their beautiful energy, their vision to shepherding Sinister Wisdom right here to its 50th year, and that is Sara Youngblood Gregory. Sara Youngblood Gregory is an award-winning lesbian journalist, editor, and author. She is the author of the speculative poetry collection Dead Boys in Space, which is recently out from Yes Yes Books. Congratulations, and come be a guest on our new book showcase coming up. Future new book showcase. We'd love to have you, Sara, with your collection. Sara writes about power, identity, health, and culture, and is also currently a contributing writer and editing fellow for Yes Magazine. There's a lot of yeses with you, Sara. I like that so much. For Yes Magazine, where Sara covers LGBTQ equity, politics, and culture. Sara's work has been featured in the New York Times, the New Republic, Vice, New York Magazine, Teen Vogue, Cosmopolitan, The Guardian, Them, and many other publications. And I want to give a special shout out and a little bit of a preview and a heads up to everyone here in the room that if you don't currently subscribe to Sinister Wisdom, which we'll be having a link to the chat of how to subscribe to Sinister Wisdom in our chat today, that Sara not only serves on the board of the literary journal, the literary and arts journal, I should say, Sinister Wisdom. Sara is currently editing the upcoming issue of Sinister Wisdom, its forthcoming Butch Femme Renaissance issue, set to publish in fall of 2027. I'm going to turn the program over to Sara. So for Sara to introduce our fabulous readers from the 50th anniversary issue of Sinister Wisdom. And thank you to all of you for joining us today here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. Um, I hope that my enthusiasm, my genuine enthusiasm and gratitude for what all of you have accomplished at Sinister Wisdom is coming through loud, proud, and clear. And happy Pride to one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for such a warm welcome. I'm so thrilled to be here and I'm so thrilled to see all of you. There's some familiar faces, so thank you. I'm so thrilled to talk about Sinister Wisdom and I'm so thrilled about our readers. So thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you to everyone truly who is here. And happy Pride. My name is Sara. I serve on the board of Sinister Wisdom. I have been involved in the life of the journal for about 10 years, which to me seems like a very long time. But since it's our 50th anniversary this summer, that's only a fifth of the life of the entire journal, which is incredible. Um, so thanks so much for having us. Now, I'm sure that some folks here are familiar with Sinister Wisdom. Other folks here might be new to the work of the journal and to Sinister Wisdom. So I'll talk a bit about what it is that we do as a journal, because we have a lot of different projects that we do. Um, Including, of course, the print journal, which is sort of our lifeblood, but a lot of other things that we do as well. So Sinisterism is a lesbian literary and arts journal founded in 1976. And this summer, as I said, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary, which is a really incredible accomplishment for any publishing or literary journal. But it is really a testament, I think, to the enduring and the joyful and really varied needs of lesbians and of queer women and of queer people in general. Um, so Sinisterism publishes lesbian and queer literature. We do 4 print issues of the journal every year. So we're a quarterly journal. We also do a community newsletter twice a month. We have what we call the Wild Shrew Literary Review, where folks review queer and lesbian books. We do a yearly wall art calendar. And we also do what we call our Sapphic Classic series. So we reissue beloved, out of print, and hard to find titles by iconic lesbian writers. So we've put back into print or helped made more accessible a lot of kind of classic heavy hitters of lesbian writing. Minnie Bruce Pratt, Cheryl Clark, Beth Brandt, Tatiana de la Tierra, Joe Nessel, Pat Parker. I mean, I've got next to me, I have a pile of books of Sapphic classics that we've brought back into print. Crimes Against Nature, Minnie Bruce Pratt, A Gathering of Spirit, or excuse me, A Generous Spirit by Beth Brandt. Really gorgeous reissued editions, which also pretty much always come with at least a forward and maybe an essay or reflection piece to add context to the impact of the book as well as reprinting the original work as well. Sister Love, The Letters of Audre Lorde and Pat Parker from a few years ago, which is really, really fabulous. I highly recommend it. Living as a Lesbian, Cheryl Clark, gorgeous art. This is a more recent Sapphic classic too, Anita Cornwell's Black Lesbian in White America and other writings. So this is just a sampling of the Sapphic classics, and we do these Sapphic classics about twice a year on top of the quarterly print journal. So this, of course, is issue 140, our golden issue. And then our one of our other more recent issues is 139, which is Mad Dyke's Queer Worlds, which is also really fabulous. So you can see there's a lot that we do, and what I really love too is that we're print. I think there's something really special about getting the book at your door, holding it, sharing it, things like that. So in addition to all this publishing work, we also do educational programs, we support research projects, we have a really robust and fabulous internship program, which is how I got involved in the life of the journal. We host in-person events, we do online events. Some folks might be familiar with the Lesbian Lives Conference. We co-hosted that. It was in New York City this October. It was so much fun. It was like 700 or 800 lesbians in New York City. It was fabulous. It was so much fun. We organize fundraisers, we give author talks, we have book clubs, we have again our literary reviews. So there's so much that we do, not just as a journal, not just as a publisher, but also as a nonprofit. So, in short, Sinister Wisdom celebrates the multiplicity of lesbian identities across race, class, gender, ability, and lived experience. Sinister Wisdom as an organization recognizes the power of language and art to create radical, empowering, resilient, and joyous sanctuaries that build and sustain vibrant lesbian futures. And as Sandy said, I encourage you all to get in touch with the Life of the Journal. Also, I think the links might already be in the chat, but I will drop them if not. We have a website. You can sign up for our newsletter to connect with what we're up to. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram where we put all of our events and book clubs and talks and all the this and that that we do. You can subscribe to the journal as well, and you'll get about 5 or 6 books sent to your door every year, which is fabulous for about $40. A subscription is a great gift to yourself or to a loved one. And some people also choose to become monthly sustainers for an additional $5 a month to support other projects that we do as a journal. Um, so that's a bit about what we do. I mean, I could go on, but I'll stop there. And today, which I'm really thrilled about, to celebrate our 50th anniversary and also Pride Month, we'll be joined by a few featured readers. And if I say your name incorrectly, I apologize. Please do correct me. Soon Jones, Joy Ladin, Veronica Wasson, and unfortunately, Alexandra Lopez Martinson was going to join us, but she had a family emergency. So we appreciate her and we're sending her lots of love. I will also be reading as well for my new collection. So I will introduce each reader with a short bio, and then each person will have about 5 minutes if that sounds good, if we're ready for that. Fabulous. Okay, great. So Soon Jones will be up first. I'll read your bio and then I'll hand it over to you. Soon Jones is a Korean American lesbian raised in the rural countryside of the American South. They are the author of These Aren't My Woods Anymore through Hotos Press. Their work has appeared in Lavender Review, Denver Quarterly, that's a fabulous magazine, Lunch Ticket, Moon City Review, and others. You can find Soon at soonjones.com, and I will put that in the chat as well. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I won't waste any time. I'll just get into it. I'll be reading from, oh gosh, the camera hates it. Well, it's from the issue I was published in. Thank you so much to Sinister Wisdom for publishing me. I discovered Sinister Wisdom a few years ago, and it kind of like became a goal. I was like, okay, I need to up my poetry writing so that I can get into Sinister Wisdom and be part of this history. Okay, let me just start. This first poem is a lesbian breakup poem, and I was just thinking like, what's more lesbian than just having a lot of astrology in there? Anyway. When your Cancer moon is Cancer mooning, Earth placements ground me throughout my stars. The snake I was born with and the balanced elements in my 4 pillars keep me stable in shifting tides. But the moon will have her way. The floodwaters are here. I have cried more in the past week than the last 3 years. Assemble the bestie council. Our ancestors are strong with us. Hibiscus and cherry blossoms and ginkgo petals us across centuries from mountainous lands, island nations, bringing us together in these most bullshit of days. I call on you, council, monkey, pig, and rat, to open the natal chart, deal out the tarot, hear my woes, and give me your wisdom. For ever since the surgeon's knife scraped me to the bone, my heart has only become more vulnerable. The Aquarius, who walks the same path as me, gives me space to air out my grievances. The Cancer sun I've known my whole adult life lends her shoulder. And the fellow Virgo, the skeptic, reminds me I deserve better than a Sagittarius who won't commit. No offenses to any Sagittariuses in the chat. That's just happens to be the sign of the breakup. Thank you. Okay, so this next one, so I live in Oklahoma and have for the last few years, which is a very red state, has been very red for a long time, and they're constantly attacking LGBTQ rights, especially trans rights. It seems like every week they find a new way to make things harder for, everybody. But it also has not one, not two, but 3 lesbian bars, which I think ties them for the most in the nation. Anyways, so one of the bars is in Tulsa called Yellow Brick Road. It's a shotgun style bar. Anyway, so this is kind of an ode to that bar. After hours at the Yellow Brick Road. It's lesbian singles night, and even though I rolled out of someone's bed not 12 hours ago, I'm ready for another round. High femmes and diesel dykes, trans masks with that just started tea stubble, classy ladies on hormones for years, kids barely old enough to drink, elders long retired, all crowd the narrow shotgun bar. The DJ spins 90s hits into Troye Sivan, and damn if that twink can't make me dance. I wear my old faithful green flannel, wrist in a brace because last night I hard fingered a soft butch and I'm not in my 20s anymore. Out on the patio for fresh air, surrounded by rainbow fairy lights, I open a fresh pack of cigarettes and place them on the table as an offering. A lipstick femme sits on another femme's lap. An old queen complains about the cold. Someone passes around a blunt. I engage in a bit of gossip about queer nonprofits mad at each other, arguing over praxis, because of course they are. Where does idealism end and action begin? Someone embezzled money, someone else fucked up the logistics for the Pride Parade. Gossip turns to exes. Of course it does. Laments that there exist hundreds of gay clubs, but only 30 lesbian bars, depending on the year, and the straights are taking them all over, one Miller Lite at a time. The table wonders how long until we have to flee to Canada, hiding tattooed stars under watch bands, flashing them only when we feel we're safe. How close we are once again to being forced to wear 3 pieces minimum of feminine clothing or risk jail and rape by cop gangs. All this history forgotten, grieved now through new terror. The cigarettes are gone. The DJ has left. All the lesbians filter out in pairs and threes. I end the night chalking cue sticks with a quiet brown butch who says to ignore the bar owner screaming, "I'm serious, everyone get the fuck out." This is praxis. 2 dykes playing pool, calling the shots. Thank you very much.
God, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. Joy, you're on deck. I'll read your bio. Um, Joy Ladin is a widely published essayist and poet, literary scholar, and nationally known speaker on transgender issues. From 2003 from 2003 to 2021, she held the David and Ruth Goatsman Chair in English at Stern College for Women of Yeshiva University. Her gender transition and return to teaching made her the first openly transgender employee of an Orthodox Jewish institution. Joy is the author of 14 books, which is incredible, including last year's Once Out of Nature, selected essays on the transformation of gender and family. Joy, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Sandy and Kim. It's really great to be with you all, and I am super sick, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to read and run, but this will hopefully give a very emotional quaver to my voice. It will be good for the poems. I'm going to read 3 poems that reflect different moments in the becoming process, the transition process. The first is a poem about being in the closet. It's called Filibustiere. Time to raise the voice that sank as your hollows expanded. Disenfranchised by the coarse black curls matting your shoulders and thighs, you keep your pleasures private, moments of naked abandon when you step behind the electoral curtain that barely covers your midsection to punch a hole beside a name no one knows you've chosen. When the curtains open, you resume the role, unmade up and unshaven, of model citizen, a posture of submission adopted with ironic disregard for the liberties you've taken. Your spheres of influence have grown in the most unexpected directions. Your aureoles shimmer in the patriotic breeze, exposing the consensus you've assembled in the corners of your closet, one yes at a time. Someday, you'll stand for what you are, this/that, out of order, other, one of the unmentionables America fingers in her dreams, but wouldn't be caught dead in. The next poem is from I guess it's a little redundant to say my messy transition process. They're all pretty messy, I think. Um, so this is called Survival Guide, and it's one of way too many poems written with words found in Cosmo Girl magazine. That's Cosmopolitan for Girls. Survival Guide. No matter how old you are, it helps to be young when you're coming to life, to be unfinished, a mysterious statement, a journey from star to star. So break out a box of Crayolas and draw your family looking uncomfortably away from the you you've exchanged for the mannequin they named. You should help clean up, but you're so busy being afraid to love or not, you're missing the fun of clothing yourself in the embarrassment of life. Frost your lid with midnight, frost your lids with midnight, lid your heart with frost. Rub them all over, the hormones that regulate the production of love from karmic garbage dumps. Turn yourself into the real you can only discover by being other. Voila, you're free. Learn to love the awkward silence you are going to be. And I want to finish with a poem. One of the best things about transition is getting to love and be loved as oneself instead of a cardboard cutout representing that you're hiding behind. This is called Making Love. I reach for God and brush your breast, reach for you and brush God, dangling and tipped, gathered over years of concealment and revelation into this teardrop of flesh spilling toward my lips. I don't know what is entering me. I don't know what I've entered, or when God became a shudder of pleasure, compressing the universe's exploding center into this triangle of desire, so that touching you is touching God, swaddled in arms and legs, shy as a new-made planet. You and I, breath-filled clay, were created to inhabit. Thank you, everybody, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Thank you so much, Joy. I hope you feel better soon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course.
Bye.
Whoops, I muted myself. Okay, Veronica, you're on deck. Veronica Wasson is a trans writer living in the Pacific Northwest. Her work has appeared in Smoke and Mold, Engendered, The Seventh Wave, Your Impossible Voice, Yellow Arrow, and elsewhere. You can find her at veronica-wasson.com. Welcome.
Hi, thanks so much. I'm sitting here recovering from surgery, so it's really nice to have like a online thing I can do. So I'm really honored that I have a piece published in the golden anniversary issue of Sinister Wisdom. I feel like I've arrived. However, Sara said that it was okay to read works by other writers instead of my own, so that's what I'm going to do today. The piece that I have in the issue is called Barbie Fantasia, with guest appearance by Jacqueline Suzanne. So you should buy an issue and read it. But I'm going to read something else. So I'm going to read two poems. The first is by a poet. This is from this issue, a poet Liu Yunyang, and it's called The Mortifying Ordeal of Serendipity. I am looking for bones. I am looking for my sanity. I am looking for a mechanical pencil with broken lead and cracked cap, last seen on the slate under the desk of my third-grade classroom, sloppily hidden, and in sloppily hiding a rolled paper of handwritten multiplication table. I am looking for fungi. I am looking for algae. I am looking for lichens. I am looking for gouged-out deer eyes and half-bitten sheep heart. I am looking for carved-out keloids. I am looking for the collection of my baby teeth. I'm looking for old chat logs between an online friend and me, the particular evening we bade each other goodnight in our own languages. I'm looking for bad poetry. I'm looking for dark living rooms. I'm looking for putrid writings. I'm looking for misused words. I'm looking for haunted houses and homes that never were. I'm looking for female, age XX, last seen dancing to Moonlight Sonata in a parking lot. Please look away if spotted. I'm looking for unjustified deaths, miscarried truths, deflowered lives. I'm looking for memories I no longer own, memories that only live on in the dreamscapes of people I no longer know. I'm looking for my past. I'm looking for my present. I'm looking for my future. I'm looking for teeth. I'm looking for nonsense. I'm looking for imaginary friends. I'm looking for open portals. I'm looking for jigsaw puzzles. I'm looking for fountains. I'm looking for Rome. I'm looking for sprawled intestines in a war zone. I'm looking for antagonism. I'm looking for consolation and a train ticket home. I'm looking for cow pastures. I'm looking for marigolds. I'm looking for a kiss on the cheek. I'm looking for happiness. I'm looking for songs that exist as fragmented melodies, last heard on a forgotten FM radio in the car on the way to a theme park 11 shy years ago. I am looking for this. I'm looking for the common denominator between us. I'm looking for days-old wormholes in apples. I'm looking for worthless candy wrappers. I'm looking for ninth grade. I'm looking for a smile. I'm looking for what I have lost. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for me. Again, that's by Liu Yunyang. The second and last is from issue 139, and it's by a poet named Mac Wilder, and it's called Conversion Therapy Autoethnography, disguised as a review for the Matrix Resurrections. The greatest threat to the established social order is Keanu Reeves in black latex, or a sexually semi-active transgender high schooler, depending who you ask. Even if you, ever cautious, don't tell anyone else when the mirror starts to go wobbly, there's still the bit about how some buildings beg to be jumped off. They tend to notice that. Or the part where you'd recognize the stubborn of her smile across mediums and decades and brainwashing techniques. Christ, but it's all so reasonable. The steady in their tones, the rhythm of it, approximating the rush of your blood, ebb and flow of belief, disbelief. The bile lacing the sympathy. My darling rabbit chaser, they will try to convince you that the life you have witnessed is only imagined, that the life you've imagined is less real than the one it got you through. They will get the nicest, most well-intentioned seeming strategist, who looks like a Hallmark grandma or Neil Patrick Harris, who's been certified a child advocate or knows all about your video games, to tell you so compassionately how wrong you are. You don't have to not listen. I won't judge you for swallowing whatever they give you, or for a fall where gravity still works. My love for you is not contingent on chastity, holiness, survival, resilience. But baby, if you claw your way from that office to the rooftop, look around. You know directions of escape they haven't found. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I love that you read from the last two issues. That's fabulous. So thank you. And I hope that you're recovering well. So thanks for joining us. Um, I'll round us out with my reading. Again, my name is Sarah. I have two projects that I'm kind of really excited about, and I'm gonna kind of try and bridge them together in my reading. The first one is just about a month ago exactly, my debut speculative poetry collection, Dead Boys in Space, came out through Yes Yes Books, which I'm really thrilled about. Um, and it's speculative poetry, which means that I use, of course, speculation, but also sci-fi um, to explore the AIDS crisis, to think about generational loss, to think about memory, sex, sickness, family, history, um, and a lot of sort of other themes. So that's kind of how I blend those through in the collection. Um, and I'm also my second project is that I'm editing the forthcoming Butch Femme Renaissance issue for Sinister Wisdom, which I really could not be more excited about. And the reception for the issue has been really, really fabulous. I think a lot of people are really excited about it. There was so many great submissions, and I think there's been a real desire for butch femme thinking that I think the issue has really tapped into. So I'm thrilled. So I'm trying to do a little bit of both with my reading. So of course, I'm going to read a short essay from Minnie Bruce Pratt, who is a really fabulous and extremely formative, for me and for many others, femme lesbian thinker, butch femme lesbian thinker. And I have an original copy, one of the earlier copies of She, He, or She, depending on how you want to read it. But this is also a Sapphic classic that we have reissued as well. So you can get this through Sinister Wisdom as well. So this essay is called Roses. In the summer, she comes to visit me, and I decorate my bedroom with jugs of roses, blousy pink and yellow roses from the fence around the house I share with two of the four lesbians I know in town. I pick her up at the bus station and bring her to my room, where I burn candles and sandalwood incense, and we slide between my cool sheets. In the winter, I drive across North Carolina to stay with her at the Charlotte Women's Center, where she's a resident manager. We lie in bed next to the radiator, naked in the steam heat, and she says she plans to change her name to something warmer. She tells me a story about the mountains. How one morning when she drove to work, it was so cold and so early that the clouds froze in the bare tree branches, arms full of snow roses. She's a writer who's been telling me stories since I met her at the state women's conference. She was the only woman there who spoke as an out lesbian. She's a skinny, flat-chested, tough blonde butch who is also the mother of a boy child. She brings me roses when we go out on a date. Our evenings are nothing like my college blind dates, like the one with the Kappa Alpha frat man who reminded me that Robert E. Lee had been a Kappa Alpha too, and then silently handed me his whiskey bottle in a brown paper sack to hold while he drove. Nothing like my dates with the Theta Chi president who needed a sorority sweetheart in time for the homecoming parade, me in a red wool suit waving from the back of his convertible, a dozen red roses in my lap. On our evenings together, she and I talk about politics and words. What is lesbian? What is revolution? She knows the drastic dykes, the women I expect to show up at meetings in black leather jackets and chains, instead, wear jeans and flannel shirts and hippie dresses. She writes for a local lesbian literary magazine, Sinister Wisdom. I think she knows more about being a dyke than I do. Is that because she's butch? We don't talk about this, and we don't talk about masculinity. We just talk about ending oppression by men. Sometimes we talk about how we should both drink less, and then, for a while, we do. When I drive down to see her, I wear a blouse open over a man's undershirt. When I pay for my gas, the attendant points to a 16-wheeler in the lot and asks, "Is that your truck?" If he's joking, I don't care. Maybe I can drive into a third space that is lesbian, not woman or man. I'm ready to live outside of femaleness, the hedge of roses, thorny and beautiful, that has encircled me wherever I've sat waiting. Once, when I tried to write my way out, the poets who were men said to me, "Beauty is its own excuse for being." Now I make poems for her where her vulva petals turn into blade-sharp teeth. I caress the edge of her sex with my tongue. But one evening, after we've made love, after we've both been drinking too much, she says to me, "You're so good at this, you could sell it." I'm speechless with rage. I have no way to reply. Roses are sold on the street. Are bruised petals furious thorns, the same as paper money crumpled in the hands of the seller? Thank you. Fabulous essay collection. And I just loved that she mentioned Sinister Wisdom. Um, Now this poem, as I said, this is from Dead Boys in Space, my poetry collection. As I said, it has a lot to do with the AIDS crisis. It's archival, um, and so it doesn't quite as neatly fit into the butch femme theme that I'm going for with the issue. But I do have one poem where the speaker she sort of reunited with this generation of queer elders and people that she really wanted to know, but wasn't able to. But on the dance floor, she's able to reunite with these different generations of gay men specifically, but also of elders more generally. And on the dance floor, she meets a butch lesbian. So this is called The Center of the Universe is a Small Town Gay Bar. The bar was packed on a Wednesday, and the line stretched down the road. I was wearing tights for winter. It was snowing outside. Inside, I was sweating through the nylon and the black of my dress, which dykes and old queens, dolls, and young men were hitching up as they slipped past. I didn't mind. There were so many waists and hands and fabrics, they all blend together, except for when I felt someone new press by in slacks. There was water beading on her shoulders like a birthmark. Her chest was bound, and her hair was short, and she didn't touch my hem, which is how I knew she wanted to, and how I knew she was for me. I followed her, and the music tangled up with my voice. It was so loud we didn't speak. We danced. I was pushy, and she pushed back, and then we found our rhythm. She snapped my damp tights between her thumb and forefinger, and I laughed, which sounded like nothing over the music, or maybe like I opened my mouth and became music. I read her lips, and she said, "You have the smallest teeth I've ever seen," which is not a compliment exactly, but something that instead says, "I am looking at you hard," which is all that matters when the music is so good and the lights follow no particular pattern except when she dips her lips down to meet mine. "What's your name?" I say, but I already know. Later, she'll remind me how I loved her first, but for now, it is enough to sweat into each other's mouths, surrounded on all sides by strangers, and the coming day. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our readers. Happy birthday to Sinister Wisdom, and I'm just so thrilled that we're here. So thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Kim. I encourage everyone here to connect with Sinister Wisdom. I'll drop the links back in the chat. I'll drop the link for my book in the chat. And I'll hand it back to you, Sandy. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Soon, Joy, Veronica, and of course, we send all our best wishes as well out to Alexandria, and of course, Veronica. Hope you're feeling better, and Joy as well. And um, I was so struck by, of course, what I knew was going to happen, which is exactly what you said Sinister Wisdom is, which is this multifaceted multiplicity of voices that give us like such an incredible range of lived experience, lived lesbian and queer experiences. And I am just it's just so perfect to be able to again showcase a journal and really an organization that has lived up to and in fact probably far exceeded what its original vision was back in 1976. And I'm just so happy that we're able to bring the writers and bring your voices to the program with hopes that more folks here, if they don't already know about Sinister Wisdom, can now have a way to connect. I want to just mention a couple things about Sinister Wisdom that I'm really the connections that you made, Sarah, and through the readings as well today. Minnie Bruce Pratt, of course, folks, if you do not know, if you were not here in 2021, read from then their new book, which was her final collection, actually, called Magnified. And if you've not seen that reading, I encourage you to go to our archives and look up that new book showcase with Minnie Bruce Pratt. When Minnie Bruce Pratt passed away in uh, when Minnie Bruce Pratt passed away, we also did a tribute to Minnie Bruce Pratt and Leslie Feinberg in that fall, and that is an incredible showcase of of voices that came together to to honor the incredible life work of Minnie Bruce Pratt and Leslie Feinberg, their partnership. But so I really want to, and I remember getting the book he, and I'm so grateful that Sinister Wisdom has devoted itself to bringing what you call the Sapphic classics back into print and making sure that we have access to the lineages that are so important to kind of knowing what's made contemporary lesbian and queer voices possible. So thank you again to Sinister Wisdom for its vision in 1976, for enduring through right now to 2026, and we look forward to, of course, the future issue that you've been editing, Sara, and many, many, many more to come. And I also want to mention, in addition, that I've had the absolute joy of attending many events online that Sinister Wisdom curates, highlighting some of the classics, highlighting new voices, highlighting the journal itself. These are wonderful, wonderful events online. And one of my favorite parts about them is the dance party at the end. They're really fabulous. And I should mention that a member of Cultivating Voices that many of you know and have heard and really love and appreciate, and I don't think that this person is here with us today, unfortunately, is Yeva Johnson. So Yeva Johnson curates many of those online events, so you can see Yeva in action, supporting the amazing work of Sinister Wisdom. And finally, I will also mention the incredible conference that you put on. I happened to be in New York at the Lives Conference. I was very sad I could not go to Cork for the one that followed up, but they had these conferences. Do look for them. They've also been going on for quite a time, and this past fall was the first time they were in the United States. But we are an international reading series, so we actually have folks from Cork here in the room today, or West Cork, and so do looking worldwide for the amazing work that Sinister Wisdom does bring. Thank you so much again. I want to thank our readers today. I want to thank absolutely Sara, Youngblood, Gregory, amazing curation. Thanks for helping me host this special segment with you. What an incredible float in the parade today, the Poetry Pride Parade, as well as Sue Jones, Joy Ladin, and Veronica Wasson. It's like amazing to have your voices here with us, and we look forward to having you return with your new work whenever possible. Well, folks, we're going to turn now to the parade. The parade goes on. I'll blow a few bubbles in honor of our parade, because I am outside here in Olympia, Washington. There we go. We're out here at the parade, and to hear your voices in our parade of voices here. It's Cultivating Voices live poetry. This is our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade, and we'll just be going. I'll be announcing you in groups of 3, and with very little commercial interruption from me as we go. If you happened to have a poem that would benefit from a content notice, please do provide that to be in support of our listeners today and those watching the recording. And as well, of course, please do put your information in the chat about what's upcoming for you, any other parades that you're going to be part of. And we're so looking forward to hearing your voices here today on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry, our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. And to begin the parade, I want to start out with a voice that is not unfamiliar to any of you here. If you've been with us for any amount of time here on Cultivating Voices, it's Risa Dennenberg from Headmistress Press. And I wanted to introduce Risa first today because I wanted to have Risa also, in addition to sharing Risa's remarkable poetry today as part of the parade, I wanted Risa to talk just a little bit also about the incredible work that Headmistress Press does. It has its Sappho's Prize in Poetry every year for a full-length collection by a lesbian writer, and just does such incredible work publishing books that certainly are overtaking the bookcases in my house, which I'm grateful for. And Headmistress Press has been a co-sponsor of the Poetry Pride Parade here has been taking part in it for all 7 years actually. And so I wanted to just give a special shout out and have Risa start off the parade, the open mic part of the parade today, and maybe say a few things about Headmistress Press. And also I want to say welcome as well to co-founder Mary Miriam, who also happens to be here in the room, but Risa's gonna be the spokesperson today for Headmistress Press. Thank you, Risa, for being here, and it's so good to see you.
Hi, you're not going to see me.
Okay.
My camera's not working as usual.
Okay. I know. I
I
understand.
hope you can hear me.
I can hear you loud, proud, and clearly.
That doesn't always work either. So thank you for this program. It was lovely, and I really enjoyed hearing from the readers, all of them, and what Sinister Wisdom has done over the years. I'm certainly aware of and appreciative of. Headmistress Press has been around for, Mary, maybe you'll tell me, 12 years. We've been publishing books for quite a while now. We have quite a collection of publications from women who identify as lesbians, bi, and trans. And we love what we're doing. We still have an annual conference. It's always open in the month of October. So get your manuscripts to us in October for the Sappho Prize in Poetry. Because you can't see me, I'm going to read a short poem. This poem is called E.R. Doc Dies in Husband's Arms. And it was a headline in the New York Post, 3/31/2020. The city. Streets are empty now, like you always wished when you lived here. That month or so of summer with no tourists. If you could bear the Uranus aroma of subway stations. Lofty buildings split sun rays into angel wings while you longed for a sudden shower to cool things off. City where my friends died in droves in the 90s. Back then, it was jam-packed with yellow cabs and Doc Martens and Keith Haring, bistro patrons spilling out onto sidewalks at noon, sipping Bloody Marys, sounds of yowling sirens, blaring hip-hop, what do we want demos, funeral dirges. Today, the city has deflated, and another gay man dies in his lover's arms. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Risa. Thank you, Mary Miriam. Thank you, Headmistress Press. I want to also mention last year, the amazing contribution that Headmistress Press contributed to the Poetry Pride Parade was we had members of readers of the Lesbian Poets Trading Card Series. And these are the most amazing, incredible objects I have ever seen that are not books, And they have these amazing bios of the writers. Minnie Bruce Pratt, is a trading card. Robin Becker, many of the folks that we've featured here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. Julie Marie Wade. There's so many that are not coming to mind as because I don't have my whole collection with me. But if you're looking for a really cool gift, uh, or if you just need the most amazing trading cards ever in your collection, well beyond your wildest dreams, if you ever collected baseball cards or anything like that, get the trading cards from Headmistress Press. They're incredible. So I wanted to give a little shout out there. Thank you so much, Risa. And we are heading next to our next reader is Susan Abbott, who will be followed by Mona Mehas. Welcome. Thanks, Susan. Thanks for being part of the parade today.
Well, thanks for having me as part of the parade today and having a parade and the voices of all of us cultivating here. I just love it. Greetings and happy Pride from Joshua Tree today. I've been trying to get in for a couple of weeks, but I've been having technical difficulties, so I'm grateful that I got through today. And I enjoyed the reading so much last week. I was working on a painting, and it was I've been trying to do more portraits, and so I was working on a thing of Gertrude Stein and Alice in their living room, and kind of bringing it up to date and putting some different art and slogans from now into it. Anyhow, and also reading some Gertrude Stein, and she had a wonderful thing where she said, "Have a wish, make a wish." You know, like have a wish, make it happen. And you know, in the repetitive kind of stream of consciousness things she did. So I didn't want to disappoint anybody today because I did bring a villanelle, and it has some historic import. So it's a kind of a nod to Gertrude and Alice and that whole era. And it's called Treasures Accrue. Treasures accrue at the Rue de Fleurus. Gertrude, Alice, many wondrous things. To have a wish, then make it true. Joyce in full bloom, Picasso all blue. Josephine flaunts as she sings. Treasures accrue at the Rue de Fleurus. Matisse beside Hemingway sipping his brew. Radcliffe, Una, and the monocle she brings. They have a wish, then make it true. Deliciousness they serve, a spiced cherry stew. Alice's fab brownies with wings. Treasures accrue at the Rue de Fleurus. Here, the moderne was truly new among creative folks, interminglings, to have their wishes and make them true. Experiments in language, color, and hue. The bell that tolls for thee now rings. Treasures accrue on the Rue de Fleurus. To have a wish, then make it true. Thank you.
What would the parade be without the Villanelle float? Susan Abbott, amazing.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you. All right. Mona, you are the next float in the Poetry Pride Parade, followed by Nathan Spoon.
Okay, this one comes from my latest book called Resistance and Resilience Redacted. So Amanda Gorman, the one who delivered the address when Biden was elected president, I think it was. I'm running together here. One of her, or at least a partial book, was banned in a couple of places. And this poem form is called a viator. So it repeats. It's called With the Band. Amanda, you're in good company. Angela Davis earned her veto. Queen of banned books, Tony wears the crown. Society suffers at the hands of those who rip pages from your books. Your uphill battle has just begun. Amanda, you're in good company. Judy's Margaret dared question God. Talking animals? Surely a sin. Charlotte's in her web. Go ask Alice. 1619 was attacked early, like Harper's Mockingbird, heads in sand. Amanda, you're in good company. History must be one way only, told by those with power and control. Young adults suffer, they need your words. Anderson's Speak, hard-hitting story. Hate You Give, barred in Florida. Amanda, you're in good company. In some places, Anne Frank is outlawed. What will happen when the books are gone? When we can no longer read the truth? Perhaps our eyes will cease to function. Maybe our brains will disintegrate. Amanda, you're in good company. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mona. Yeah, I love that folks are bringing so many other names into the parade today. And I wanted to mention, I if you care to put in the chat names of other, let's bring in the names of other LGBTQ plus poets that that have that mean something to us. Like, feel free to let's populate the chat and bring their energy into the room today. Say their names, as we like to say. And with that, I would I'm so happy to have returning as one of the floats for our beautiful parade today, the amazing Nathan Spoon, who read so beautifully from his collection earlier this year. And Nathan will be followed by Rosemary Boehm. Thank you. Thanks so much for being here, Nathan.
Hey everybody. Um, I've got a poem to read here by Jennifer Espinosa from this collection, Love is for All of Us, Poems of Tenderness and Belonging from the LGBTQ plus community and friends. That was edited by James Cruz and Brad Peacock. I do have a poem in this collection, and so does Joy, who just read earlier. But and that the poem that I have in here is also in my latest book that Sandy mentioned. But I've decided to read a poem by somebody else. Um, so. Actually, there's another little bit of story. I was at AWP in LA last year, standing in line for a cup of coffee, and I recognized that I have partial face blindness that can be a part of being autistic, but or not part of being it's not part of being autistic, but it's a common co-occurrence with autism. And I and Jennifer was in line in front of me, and I actually recognized her. So that was a big W for me on that day. But we struck up conversation and chatted, and then afterwards I got a text from my spouse with the photo of my contributor copy for this book that had come in the mail while I was away in LA. But anyway, this is Jennifer's poem, There Should Be Flowers. There should be more to life than disruption and survival, but there isn't. There should be birds singing your name. There should be paintings the size of skyscrapers memorializing your body. There should be love for you in everything. There should be a billion women jumping at the same time to move the earth off its course. There should be parties to celebrate the end of this world. There should be flowers to welcome a new one. Thank you all. Happy Pride.
Thank you so much, Nathan, and happy Pride. And as well, our Poetry Pride Parade last year, of course, if you want to go to the recording, featured poets from the very anthology that Nathan just read from. So happy to be bringing James Cruz and Brad Peacock's amazing anthology back to the program through the voice of you today, Nathan. And if you weren't able to pick up a copy of Love is for All of Us last year, it is still out there very much. And in on your bookstore shelves and available online. It's a beautiful, beautiful anthology, and we were so happy to have it featured along with the uh, the Lesbian Poet Trading Card Series last year for our 6th annual Poetry Pride Parade. It's so fun to be able to showcase, and not only fun, it's really meaningful to be able to showcase the the work and the projects that that other people are doing such good work in the LGBTQ literary community. So we're very, very happy to be able to showcase today, uh, as we've heard from Sinister Wisdom, celebrating its 50th anniversary uh, and its golden anniversary issues just released. You can get that through online through a subscription. Go to its website, as well as Headmistress Press, whom we've been featuring here every Poetry Pride Parade. And I will mention a very special program note about something related to Headmistress Press at the end of today's program, so do stay tuned. Well, next we go to our next float coming along in the parade is the voice that you've known from her showcase that she did earlier this year and the many times she's been with us on the open mic, Rosemary Boone, followed by Ken Burch, joining me right probably down the street here in Olympia, Washington. We're neighbors today. So good to have you with us, Rose. Thanks for being here. And I really appreciated what you wrote in the chat.
Thank you. And I'm reading you, which is basically an ode to the first woman I had a crush on. And it's from my new book, which is about to come out at the beginning of July, called My Father's Sky. So I'm also doing a little bit of a sales spiel. But this particular poem reminds me of this woman, and I wrote it for her with love and admiration. Bad women. My aunt was fur and long red fingernails. She was arpège and hats with veils worn at an angle. She was dare and devil, bewitching and hot of temper. Oh, the temper. There was a buzz about her. When she walked, she never tottered, on heels that reached into the sky. There was a swishing sound of silk and taffeta, rubbing and inviting lewd thoughts. I read the thoughts in men's eyes when they watched her pass. She was earrings that pulled the earlobes down with their weight, glass, not diamonds. It was said she had lovers. There were other aunts who had husbands. She was everything I wanted to be when I grew up, and I was prepared to pay the price of nasty whispers behind gloved hands, raised eyebrows, jealous looks that could kill. I'd watch her lift up her chin, raise her long cigarette holder, and smile. Thank you.
Rose, you're reminding me with that poem. It's also such a really great prompt for a poem to write a poem about like your first crush, uh, or the first person that you were enamored with or loved, or it's such a really moving thing, and it's reminding me, of course, I want to give a shout out also to we featured last year at the Poetry Pride Parade the When I Was Straight anthology, the poems edited by Dustin Brookshire, like a really incredible anthology. So just again, where I can, wanting to bring as many names into the program as possible here on our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. Uh, even if even if so many of the voices that we've featured in the past aren't always able to be with us live in Zoom, we do have so many readers in the LGBTQ community that have been part of Cultivating Voices over the years, and you can find those on our recordings. Well, we go next to Ken Burch, followed by Eelke Lampe. Thank you for being part of the parade, and the parade is alive and well here in Olympia, Washington, obviously, where the circus is also in town. I went last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the legislature had adjourned. Oh, you meant something, a different circus. Okay, hi. Well, this is something I've read before, and I guess I'm an allyship float. But this is what I did in this was I took the most famous line that Emily Dickinson ever wrote and sort of did a project of building new sentences out of it as I added one word of it each time. It's called Dialogue with Emily. The first words arrange. The first words arrange to, the first words arrange to talk. The first words arrange to talk about the heart within, the heart within each, the heart within each of, the heart within each of us, the heart within each of us singing, the heart within each of us singing that the heart wants. The heart wants a home. The heart wants a home safe. The heart wants a home safe yet. The heart wants a home safe yet wild. The heart wants a home safe yet wild. For the heart wants what? The heart wants what no. The heart wants what no clear. The heart wants what no clear eyes. The heart wants what no clear eyes can. The heart wants what no clear eyes can see. The heart wants what no clear eyes can see. And the heart wants the heart wants what it knows. The heart wants what it knows may. The hearts want what it knows may not. Hearts want what it knows may not quite. The heart wants what it knows may not quite be. The heart knows what it may not quite be, yet heart wants what it wants. The heart wants what it wants, and the heart wants what it wants and shouts. The heart wants what it wants and shouts. The heart wants what it wants and shouts. It's fearful. Heart wants what it wants and shouts. It's fearful dancing. Heart wants what it wants and shouts. It's fearful dancing joy. Thank you. Happy Pride. Be well, be happy, be safe, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ken. I do love that poem. I wish you would read it every single year. Amazing. All right. We move to, the Grand Marshal of the parade has to keep the parade moving. That's kind of what Kim says. If that's what I am, then that's what I have to do. So we move along next to Eelke Lampe, followed by Stephen Riel. I hope Stephen is still here with us in the room because I'm looking forward to. Yes, Stephen's there. Hi, Stephen. So yes, so we'll hear from Eelke and then Stephen. Great.
Hi, Sandy and everybody. Happy to be here. And this is an homage to a dear old friend, Wolfgang, who had to hide his true identity in provincial northern Germany in the 70s. And it's part of my first poetry collection that I hope will come out in 2027. The Chestnut. Here you are on top of my small bookshelf, so round, so shiny, so brown with warmth. Didn't know your kind could look so fresh and full of life 30 years after I picked you up. It was October. Went for a walk in the park, needing to clear my mind after I had heard the hard news. They passed away 3 months ago. A friend of my mother's saw the tribute to him from the municipal theater far away. So unexpected at 36. The plague of the 80s might have caught up with him, although they said it was cancer. My eyes so blurry with tears streaming freely in the empty park while heading up the hill, and there you were, gleaming at me. Pick me up. The strange thing was I never noticed chestnuts on the ground in this park before or after. They were much more common where I grew up. I bent down to receive the gift, feeling the comfort of the smooth roundness in my palm. Yes, this was the color of your eyes, a warm, all-encompassing, penetrating brown, giving away your deep compassion for the arts and for the world you embraced with every fiber of your being. When I met A on Vay's home island the following summer, she said, he did so much. He lived several lives in those 36 years. 36. 2 times 18 means double life in Hebrew, l'chaim.
What a beautiful, powerful poem. A tribute to a friend for whom that's the story of not being able to live fully as one wants to live until they're able to is really all too common, is all too common a story that we hear. It's why I believe it is so important to continue to write poems that are about coming out, that it's the type of poem that in my world really never it never gets old, and in fact it gets more powerful the older I get, to continue to hear these stories of how, as I was saying a little earlier today, about Audre Lorde mentioning in her essay A Litany for Survival, that we were never meant to survive, and to have not only poems that are about survival, but poems that also reach kind of that gamut of how really we are truly all on this planet to try to find a way to thrive, not just survive. And all the poems today on Cultivating Voices are a testament to the range of that experience, the range on that journey. If you're just joining us, you are watching here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. It's our 7th annual Poetry Pride Parade. And I'm so happy to have our next wonderful pride float in the realm of the wonderful Stephen Riel, whom I saw at the Massachusetts Poetry Festival last year for the first time. Been able to hear a few of your other readings. I love your work, and I'm so glad you're here to share a poem today, Stephen. And I'm looking forward. I hope I'm going to see you next month when we're reading up in Amherst.
I hope so too. Thank you. So this poem I'm going to read is from my book Fellow Oddfellow, and it's about the tennis player Chris Everett. She was my hero and my idol when I was a little boy. And my husband said to me, I just can't understand the attraction. So I wrote this poem to try to explain it. Chris Everett. It was how much she cared that captivated me, the crosshairs in her cross-eyed stare, tracking the grass-stained ball down to the second it met the wallop of her racket's face. The whirring lenses from time and life, the gallery's bloodthirsty buzz, her first menstrual day, all this she ruled out of her mind, long enough to smack the ball at the shins of net-rushing foes. Squelching a grin, she saved 6 match points, the ball a fat balloon she couldn't miss. The cheers got meaner, puncturing even the pluck of that tomboy, Leslie Hunt, who sobbed. Chris's inside-out passes proved Euclidean theorems this 7th grade sissy could only applaud. Her slithering side spin and pinpoint lobs became clippings in my scrapbook. Precise with my lucite protractor, I'd underline her press, captions, and columns. All I began to trust, how she squared her palm on the grip's octagon before each serve, how she'd ribbon her ponytail just so. If someone beat her up, the world would know. One piece of close-knit lace sewn into her neckline's V at Wimbledon fastened my adoration, clad in half a wedding dress, set off by pearl earrings matching the cream sunshine of June, wrong-footing Goolagong without breaking a sweat. She was the perfect avenger, a paper doll whose life had tabs my scissors could trace. After school, I'd try her on, let her overlay what was wrong.
I love that poem so much. I wrote that in the chat and I'm saying it for the recording. And when I come up next month, I'm bringing the Chris Everett wooden tennis racket with me to show you. I'm gonna take it off the wall. I too had a crush on Chris Everett, so it's very. In fact, maybe I'll try to write a Chris Everett poem. Like I might have to call you up and get some advice about that. Thank you so much, Stephen. And Lee Desrosiers also was on that very same panel at the Massachusetts Poetry Festival. What a reading that was. And when I think of also how many memorable readings you've also given here on Cultivating Voices Live Poetry, I'm so glad that you are here today joining us in the Poetry Pride Parade. It's so good to see you, Lee. And take your float away down the amazing poetry street.
Oh dear. Hi everybody. Happy Pride. It's great to be here. This is such a joy today. Thank you all. I'm going to read a little duplex that I have in my upcoming new book. That's really a love poem. Pillow Talk. The pillow on my bed I gave to you to rest your head the weekend that you stayed. A weekend to relax and rest your head after a hectic week of work and stress. It was a hectic week. You told me so. We talked and laughed that late November night. We laughed and talked and lay together there, touched foreheads under blankets, a delight. Touched foreheads under blankets in the night. We held each other's hands. We fell asleep. We held each other's hands. We fell asleep. Our dreams commingled softly with our breath. Oh, dreams, sweet breath. The morning came too soon. You left the pillow here I gave to you.
You've been the wonderful beneficiary of hearing some of the poems in your new collection, and I really can't wait for that. And also, who does not love a good duplex? Thank you so much, Lee. So good to have you here today. And our final reader, I think, Kim, before I'm going to close us out with a poem, is Jennifer Elise Wang. It's so amazing to have you with us today. I'm so glad when you're able to join us as well. It doesn't seem like it'd be a parade without you here as well. So thanks for being here and making time today, Jennifer. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, I couldn't miss this, so I'm glad to be here. And I did a drag show last night, so to add drag to the parade, this is my costume on there for heated rivalry fans. So this past fall, I was of a queer poetry project here in Dallas. We got invited to write a piece based on a queer history exhibit that was in town. And I'm going to link the project so later on everybody can see all the different poets. I found buttons that were all of for the gay marriage campaigns, and there were two that were from Taiwan. And being Taiwanese American, I had to write something about that. And they used a baseball metaphor for theirs because they had a series of votes, and it was like two strikes, okay, third, we really got to get this vote. And so that's the inspiration behind this poem, Home Run. Ball one. I didn't understand baseball metaphors for sex as a teen. Too ace to remember the bases. I took so long to get pitcher and catcher, my queerness came into question. Ball two. I never understood why girls weren't supposed to play baseball. If girls are safer with the softer ball, how do you explain female skaters slamming on the same concrete as the guys? Strike one. I was saving myself for marriage because it's what good Taiwanese American girls did, but I never felt like a good Taiwanese American girl. And what if I fell in love with another girl and gay marriage never got legalized? The idea of saving myself suddenly seems stupid. I didn't think I was part of the rainbow then, but there was always the what if and my secret desire to be butch because tomboys are supposed to grow out of it so they wouldn't dirty their white dresses. Strike two. I don't actually want a wedding, but I still secretly fantasize about one. Even then, the poofy white dress, that's sometimes black instead, looks better on a mannequin than this body that feels as much home as Taiwan, which is not very. It's a relief to have escaped the multi-wedding curse of the multicultural, because I wouldn't know how to explain in my shrinking native tongue that while I'm okay with female on my passport, I'm not going to be anyone's wife, even after the ring is placed on my finger. I avoid visiting Taiwan because I have nothing to say. Ball three. I don't understand baseball, but I get bottom of the ninth. It's Tony Hawk on the top of the ramp giving one last go at the 900. It's the final vote after years of campaigning. Make the home run, trick, resolution, or break the body, spirit. 6. When Taiwan legalized gay marriage, I wasn't sure I was reading about the same country, so I had to go see for myself. After the obligatory family visits, I step into a shop selling flags and binders. I buy a rainbow pineapple button and tell the clerk about a queer-lesque friend who loved pineapples as much as Taiwanese people did, who handed me her wedding invite backstage, who was gone before she could give me the gender-affirming haircut I needed. But now her memory has given me this connection, forged despite the missing Mandarin words. I take a selfie at Taipei's Rainbow Crosswalk, which looks a lot like my neighborhood's. I've finally found a piece of home here.
There we go. Jennifer, I want to let you know that there is an organization out of Massachusetts. It's like the National Baseball Poetry Festival, and they do an anthology. And I think your poem would be, no pun intended, smashing for that, smashing home run for that anthology. I'm not one of the editors, but I just want to let you know if you're looking to publish a poem, yeah, contact me. Because I just think yeah, that would really that organization would really benefit from your poem. I have no say, but I think it'd be a great thing to have your poem be a contribution there. Well,
thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Folks, I'm going to close us out with a poem. I was going to read my poem that was just recently in the Lavender Review. Thank you, Mary Miriam. But if you want to hear me read it, go to Lavender Reviews, the latest issue online. Because of time, I'm going to read instead a sonnet, which was the inspiration for the sonnet crown. That's in my new chapbook, Fire at the Big Top. I wrote this at the Glass Studio here in Tacoma, Washington, and it's called The Glass Blower, inspired by the exhibit Untamed, The Anatomy of Desire, which was this exhibit by Bree Chesler, made out of glass, neon, mixed media, and vinyl and LED, that she created from 2018 to 2023. The Glass Blower. Glass blown with such perfect lips kisses us to contusions of kisses. This is where our flames will be thrown. No more missed opportunities. No more need for illusions of his or hers nubby guest towels dangling sex draped over chrome bars in the guest bath. We will be flame thrown always. Enter the glory hole greedily, shaped into more than what we've been informed flames can do. All this buried pleasure the years played keep away will resolve into cobalt glass feathers for flight. All this untamed yearning transforms our bodies into salty, hand-blown clocks. We will become the sprinkles on top of cakes. We will defy all our gaudy trinkets. Well, my friends, that is the Poetry Pride Parade for the 7th annual time. I want to encourage you all to go out there and defy all your gaudy trinkets wherever you are in the world with your remarkable, remarkable poems. I want to give a big shout out, thanks, of course, to Sinister Wisdom, celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, and to Sara Youngblood Gregory, board member of Sinister Wisdom, along with the readers, Soon Jones, Veronica Wasson, and Joy Ladin. And again, please do look for Sinister Wisdom, subscribe to Sinister Wisdom, go to their events. And also a big shout out to Headmistress Press, as always, for being such great support. Even if you're not a headliner, you're always a headliner to me, Headmistress Press. And on that note, I want to mention, folks, this is our final program of our spring season. We usually end our spring season on the Poetry Pride Parade. And yes, it is true. We are doing that once again this summer. It is officially summer now. Happy solstice as well from yesterday. And we are officially now on summer hiatus. We'll be joining you back at the end of August with our opening poetry barbecue. Yeah, Roxy is here laughing from here, the Sugar Shack, about that poetry barbecue. So I want to just say thank you so much for being with us for the first 6 months of 2027. We're looking forward to bringing more programs. And on that note, I want to give a special program note that upcoming in September, our new book showcase will be one editor of Headmistress Press, Mary Miriam, who is in the room with us today, from her latest collection, along with Ellen Miller Mack, who was the winner of the Sappho's Prize in Poetry from When I Was a Grateful Mammal. I love that we're doing a combination of editors and their prize winners, along with Rebecca Olander, who's the executive director of Perugia Press, and her prize winner from last year, Holly Carell. So join us for our new book showcase in September. Join us for the barbecue in August, and we will be watching and having program notes about our upcoming Poets Focus for September. I hope all of you have a wonderful summer. Maybe I'll see some of you while I'm out and about reading around New England this summer. And or online, of course. Let's bump into each other. And of course, what I always say at the end of every program, take very good care of yourselves, take exceptionally good care of your beloveds. And before I say the final thing, how about we unmute and show our appreciation for all of today's readers, including all of you on the open mic at our wonderful parade. Yay!
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thanks so much,
everyone,
everyone.
for your
Thank you.
beautiful
Thank
readings.
you.
Thank you. Great to hear you.
So, folks, big thanks, big shout out for 6 months of support and beyond to Don Krieger, of course, and Kim Ports Parsons. We cannot do the program without them. I also want to thank my on location host today, Roxy Gross. Thank you so much. I love being at the Sugar Shack for the Poetry Pride Parade. This is third time in a row, and third year is, of course, the charm.
That's a tradition.
Yeah, and then finally, my friends, finally, as I like to say, the final thing I always like to say, please take good care of yourselves, take very good care of your beloveds, and of course, keep writing your remarkable poems. Sandy, for Cultivating Voices Live Poetry. We'll see you at the end of the summer. Take good care, everyone.
Thanks, Sandy. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
So good to be